All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping into something really interesting, a whole new way to think about communication, especially now in our super connected, AI-powered world. So, let's dive right in.
Okay, so let's start with a big question, one that I think we all kind of face every day. In this world of just constant noise, what does it really mean to listen? I mean, are you just hearing things or are you actually connecting? Are you just soaking up information or are you engaging with the ideas and, the people behind them? And that question brings us to a fresh take on what listening even is. See, it's not just this passive thing anymore, where you just sit back and let information wash over you. No, it's way more of a dynamic, two-way street.
The core idea is this thing called podcast listening. And it's not just for people with podcasts, okay? Think of it like this. Listening is your input. That's you taking in all the cool ideas and new knowledge. But then there's podcasting, which is your output. That's you sharing your own thoughts and insights back out there. Because let's be real, in an age where we're swimming in content, just consuming isn't really enough, is it? True understanding, the deep stuff, that comes when you actually contribute back to the conversation.
And I love how they describe it. It's the yin and yang of communication in the digital age. It's all about finding that perfect sweet spot, that balance between taking stuff in and putting your own unique spin back out into the world. Okay, so that's the big idea. But where does this whole philosophy actually, live and breathe? Let's take a look at the place where this is all being put into practice. So this chart really breaks it down nicely. On one side, you've got listen, the input. That's all about grabbing new ideas, getting smarter, and just feeding your curiosity. Then, on the other side, you've got podcast, the output. That's where you share what you've learned, you broadcast your own communication, and you get new conversations started. The best part? One side fuels the other. It stops you from getting that content burnout from just consuming all the time, and it gives real weight and substance to the stuff you decide to share. It's a complete self-sustaining loop.
And this whole philosophy has a home base. It's all anchored at a digital magazine called podcastlistening.com. Think of it as the central hub for this entire way of thinking about communication.
Right at the heart of the magazine is something called The Spotlight Show, and its whole mission is to shine a light on podcasts that are really doing something special, something they call dynamic and transformational. You can see a couple of examples here, like The Great Discovery and the AI Super Campus.
But here's a really important thing to get. This whole idea, it's not just for podcasters, not at all. It's actually designed for a much, much wider audience.
And that's the key, right there on the screen. It says podcastlistening.com is for everyone. This isn't some exclusive club for people who already have a microphone and a show. It's a framework, a mindset for absolutely anyone who wants to get better at communicating. So who's in this everyone? Well, you've got your podcast fans and the creators, of course. But check this out. It also includes local networkers. The folks who are out there building connections the old-fashioned way, face-to-face. And then you have ChatGPT networkers, which is fascinating. These are people who are using AI tools to help them keep up with and grow their connections. So yeah, it really is for a huge range of people.
Okay, so all of this brings us to one last really powerful concept. And it's all about finding the right balance between all these different ways we have to connect with each other.
What's the end game here? It's achieving the best of both worlds. It's about using every tool in your toolbox, from a good old-fashioned handshake to a sophisticated chatbot. Because if you lean too hard in one direction, you risk missing out, right? You could lose touch with your real-world community, or you could miss huge digital opportunities.
And that balance really breaks down into these two sides of the coin. On one hand, you have the human touch. You just can't replace that real, face-to-face connection, right? Building actual community. But then on the other hand, you've got the digital reach, the incredible power and scale you get from AI tools, letting you connect with people from literally anywhere.
So here's the big takeaway. There is no single right way to do this. This whole philosophy is about giving you the tools to find your own rhythm. It's about creating your own unique blend of in-person and digital that works for you, a strategy that lets you connect, learn, and in the end, share your success with the world. And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. In this wild new era of connection, where we're mixing real human interaction with powerful artificial intelligence, how are you going to balance the art and the science of communication?